Happy Monday, everyone. This is Martha with Nature Niche. I'm in the store today with Valerie Trabucchi, and she is the compiler for the Midland County Circle of the Christmas bird count. And it's been several years since I've posted about the Christmas bird count, and I wanted to talk to Val a little bit about what it is and how folks can get involved.
All right. Well, the Christmas bird count has been around a long time. It was first started 126 years ago in 1900, and it was a very small event then. There were just 27 birders, and they were in around 25 circles, and they saw a total of 90 species for the day. And it went from California to Toronto. Okay. Now today, there are over 2,500 circles, not only in North America, but I think Martha's showing you all
the circles.
Spots are circles. And Midland, Michigan this is the 71st year that they've been involved.
Nice.
So this has been around for a long time. It's the largest community science project ever.
Yeah, that's amazing. So we definitely want to be involved with it for a lot of reasons. Can you talk a little bit about, so we're collecting data on what bird species and roughly like how many we're seeing, and how does that, who uses the data?
So Audubon uses the data as well as scientists and, professionals or college professors, people that are doing research. But the data that we collect, everybody works off of a 15-mile diameter circle.
Yes.
And it's divided into territories. Like Midland Circle has 8 territories, and each territory has a leader, and they are responsible with the people that are put into their circle to cover as much of it as they can in a 24-hour period.
It's kind of like a bird bio blitz, right?
Yeah. So we're doing it. It's a 24. It's midnight to midnight, and ours is the 20th. We encourage people. It's not required to go out and look for owls, so they can get some of the night birds. And you could go out at night too, but we usually, those of us that go for them, go early morning, and that's what it is. It's how many species can you see? And then over time, they're able to really look and see, has climate changed? How, like I just was looking
at some species disappeared.
Pine grosbeaks have been seen in our county 10 times. But I've been doing this almost 40 years, and I've never seen a pine grosbeak on a Christmas bird count. So, or anybody else in our circle.
Right.
They're up north now. But other birds like the snowy owl has moved south, so we're more apt to get that bird now.
Yeah.
So they can really look at how birds are moving too, and which ones are doing well and which ones aren't. And so there's a lot to study.
Yeah.
And it's kind of fun to be a part of it.
It is. So can you talk a little bit about skill level? Do you have to be an expert birder to do this?
No, you don't. In fact, anybody can come and participate. I mean, even if you can just spot a bird, that's a good thing. My first bird count was my first year of birding, so I obviously did not know very much at all. But every year it got better and it got easier, and I really liked it. And all of the territory leaders are good birders, so they're there to guide you, and the sections all offer different things. Section 1 has lots of parks, so they're going to be doing some walking in the parks.
Okay.
The Chippewa Nature Center is the same. So if you went there, you'd be walking some trails, and you'd have somebody there that knows what it is that you're seeing and can help you. Some of the cars, if you're south of town, are really driving country roads. So you're not going to be able to see, you're not going to be able to walk. You're not walking, you're driving.
Sure.
And, you've got a lot more territory to cover.
Okay.
So it's a learning experience. We usually go daylight hours, most of the daylight hours, or until all the roads in your territory have been covered.
Yeah, but if somebody can only participate part of the day, that's okay?
That works.
As long as
you
you
just
know.
work something out with your territory leader. You
Yep.
know, hey, I have to leave at noon.
Right.
And then you plan, you get back to the car. We work that out.
Yeah. All right. So Val, if folks are going to participate at multiple sites, visiting either walking trails or with the car, can you talk a little bit about how to prepare, how to be comfortable for the day, what to bring?
So if you're going to participate, it would be important to have a pair of binoculars. And if you have a camera or a scope, you could bring that too. But the binoculars would be the most important thing.
Mm-hmm.
And to dress for the weather, make sure that you've got warm clothes and extra things should you be out of the car. Sturdy, maybe hiking boots,
Mm-hmm.
should you be in a group that's going to do some walking.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on your group leader, like in my car, I ask them to pack a lunch, pack water, soda, coffee,
Mm-hmm.
snacks, because we won't stop until we have dinner at the end of just at 5 o'clock when it's just gotten dark.
Mm-hmm.
And those are really kind of the key things, I think, that you really have to remember, unless your particular territory leader has something else to add.
Okay. Nope. That sounds great. And so as part of this, you really have to keep track of the level of effort, number of people on the trails, number of people in the car, and that's so that the data is valid.
So there are two parts, well, actually 3 parts too, as a compiler. We have to record, every group or territory records how many birds they see and what species they see.
Mm-hmm.
And then they send that to me, and then I compile all the groups together so that we have a total number of species seen and a total number of birds seen. So the number of species plus the birds. And of course, we always try to beat the year before. If we have an eruptive year, we get some extra special species.
I've seen evening grosbeaks.
Yes, that's right. And then the second piece is we have to record effort, how much time we spend in the field, how many miles we drive, how many miles we walk, how many miles, and we do owling, and
that's kind of separate from the daytime.
And that's separate. So there's 2. So those are the that's called the effort, and that's an important piece of this.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third part is we have to fill in about weather, AM weather and PM weather, wind, rain, precipitation.
That can definitely affect the result.
What the lake water is, are the moving water still or moving? And I said that wrong. Is the water still or is it moving? And those, because that will affect waterfowl.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, if things are frozen over, all of those are good things to know. So if folks maybe can't do the walking around, but live within the count circle, so this 15-mile circle that you said is roughly centered on the Tridge, for the Midland County circle, they can watch at their feeders as an alternative?
Yeah, there's another component is for people who want to be feeder watchers. Mm-hmm. We would hope that there are people who really know how to ID their birds. They know the different sparrows and the things that would be coming. They can tell, hopefully, house finch from purple finch. House finch being the more common, but you never know. Some purple finches are showing up.
Take a picture when in doubt.
When in doubt, you're absolutely right.
Okay.
Take a picture. And there are some guidelines and special ways that you count, but I would send you information or talk to you about how to do that. And they are not committed to a full day like we are. So, you could be as small as 15 minutes. And if you only have 15 minutes, I'm going to say do it at peak feeder time, which is usually, mid-morning, or 9 o'clock or something like that. You would know your own feeders better than me. Some people like to just kind of sit in front of their windows and count all day.
Yeah.
And then, but that's another option for people who, aren't able to go in the car, but, still want to participate.
Okay. So yes, traveling on the trails, car, or be a feeder watcher. So if you are interested in being part of the longest running community science project, how does someone get involved? We'll put your contact information in the details of the video.
So You could maybe do that. I was going to say, if you go to the Audubon Christmas bird count, on that page, on the right-hand side of that page, one of the first things is join a circle. And so you're going to see the map that that Martha showed at the beginning. No, with all of the circles. And then you're going to enlarge it until you get to Michigan, until you get to Midland. And when you press on that circle, then it will give you the information. My phone number will be there. But if you happen to be in Kalamazoo or Orlando, Florida, and you want to do it, you can go to wherever you are and
find the
group, find a circle, and contact that compiler, and you could, see if there's a place for you to be involved.
Yeah. And that's something to start thinking about now, because those dates are coming up, right?
We have a 3-week window for the dates, and they're very set. It's always December 14th to January 5th. And that's the count week. So, some people have it the first Sunday of count week, and it's that way every single year. Like ours is always on a Saturday, but I coordinate with Bay City's Christmas bird count. But they're different in different places, but it's always during those dates.
Yeah, nice. So hopefully you can find the circle nearest you and reach out now, because you might need forms for even being a feeder watcher, and you'll want to let's go over the things you would want to know for somebody who's going to join in the field or trail. We talked about like level of experience, time of experience
doesn't really matter. Usually if you can't participate all day and you'd like to at least get part of a day in, mornings are always more active than evening or than afternoons. It just always gets a little slower in the afternoon. So that would be my only suggestion. If you could only do one, it's better to do morning. But we have a nice option is that we have the Nature Center, and they have lots of trails there, and they're going to, so
I did that one last year. It was fun.
Yeah. If somebody only, thinks they just want to try a little piece of it, and they have a viewing center. So there are feeders that you can count at there. So you'd get a little experience at everything if you really wanted to try that. Now I have a brand new birder in my my count this year. And so, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah. This is my third year.
Yeah,
this will be my third year. Yeah. So, but it's been so fun. So I encourage everybody to kind of look at your calendars, find the circle nearest you, and see how you might be able to participate this year. Do we want to run through for my local viewers the dates again? So Midland is Saturday, December 20th.
That's correct.
Okay. And then Mount Pleasant is Sunday, December 14th. So
that's the first Sunday.
Yep. And then Bay Cities is Sunday, December 28th.
That's correct.
Okay. So those are the closest ones to us, but I will throw a link in to the Audubon Christmas Bird Count website, and you can find the circle nearest you.
Yeah, especially if you're traveling. You can do it. You can do it wherever you are.
Anywhere. I love that. Yeah. Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Very cool.
We had somebody from Florida a few years back, and that was fun.
Yeah,
they just said we're in town this time. Can we join you? And we said sure.
Yeah, this year I was in Hawaii for the Great Backyard Bird Count, so I was trying to learn my Hawaiian birds. Yep, and do it from there.
How much fun!
It was great. Well, Val, thank you for your time.
Well, I'm happy to do
Thank you for being a compiler.
Yeah.
And we hope we've piqued your interest and you decide to join us this year.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye now. Happy birding.